this very season in there. So Airfield will be traveling to Yumbe for a friendly with there is a Total Football Club in there. And then just like I had said, the University League games are ongoing both nationally and also in the region here. Of course, UCU netball team defends a championship title in an exciting match yesterday evening. We did see UCU Arua Campus netball team, of course, defeated MUBS Arua Campus to there is retain their championship title in there is the 2024 inter-university ball games. The competition held at Mvara grounds. There is a Ruakwa PTC Mvara Dri in Arua City showcased UCU's skills and determination on the court. For those of us that of course got the chance to watching of that very game, it was quite a very nice one. You'd literally see that the UCU ladies did have class, they did have the experience, and of course they did have everything it takes to of course defend in their championship in there. And this victory that of course came through to the UCU ladies solidifies the UCU Arua campus and the dominance in there is the university netball, having successfully defeated a couple of teams to defend in their title. The team's commitment in training and their strategic gameplay were the very key roles and key characters that of course did propel them to there is the championship in there. And of course the win has sparked celebrations across UCU community, bringing there is the pride of UCU back there is Arua campus, and it's quite a very good one to see that UCU for the netball team they get to retain in their championship trophy in there. We are yet waiting for the results that definitely will be coming from the men's football. Of course, the reigning champion is also UCU in there is the men's football category, but then this time around MUBS wants to disapprove them by, I think, pushing them aside a little bit of there is the championship. But however this will go down is something that we shall gladly also bring to you in here. And remember also today is the official day where of course the Crested Cranes, there is the national team is supposed to be unveiled. Their squad is supposed to be unveiled by there is their coach Cheryl Botes, and is supposed to announce a squad that will face a Democratic Republic of Congo later this month. For they are scheduled to play there is international friendlies ahead of preparations for of course games that are yet to come in there. And just like I had said, a big league will be of course will be returning this very weekend, where we shall be seeing a big league returning. And we did also discuss with you quite for all these days a couple of results that did go down last weekend, and also how the table looks like. The table is quite taking shape, and also somehow in UPL the table is also taking shape, just like I had said. And this time around, this very weekend, we're going to be seeing in an early encounter by the Black Angels, the West Nile based side that hails from the Aluru greater sub-region. By the Black Angels will be playing there is a Buhimba, and then we shall be seeing Karo Karunji taking on Arua Hill Soccer Club that now is in Gilu and hosting their home games at Pechewo Memorial. We shall be seeing Calvary taking on Buhimba. We shall be seeing Kataka that will be taking on Boma, and then Chigezi Homeboys will be taking on Busoga. We shall be seeing Chiyinda Boys that will be taking on Gaddafi, and then on Duparoka Football Club, after getting 2 losses on away spree, will be this time around sitting home to welcome there is Mida Football Club. And then Blacks Power will be taking on there is Kataka in the what are some of your predictions, of course, ahead of what are some of your predictions ahead of these very tough encounters? Yeah, these encounters are, by the way, I really don't want to put in predictions in here because results now are shocking. These results are very shocking. you can stake in on a certain team and bank all your hopes on them, but then somehow you realize that this very team is beaten, and they take to they stand to pick in a defeat in there. And then also bad news comes from there is Lugazi's side, of course, where they sack their coach Sadiq Sempiji after the draw with Mbale Heroes. Sadiq Sempiji has been sacked, of course, as Lugazi Football Club head coach after a false start to life in there is the Uganda Premier League. The ex-Mbarara City and, of course, Ginger North Gaffer leaves there is the leaders bottom of the log with only 2 points after 5 games, including a draw with fellow newcomers Mbale Heroes. Attained early this week, where, of course, Lugazi was home and Mbale Heroes were the visitors. Lugazi Football Club head coach Sadiq and Sempiji have mutually agreed to part ways. A statement on there is the club's website partially said, and they also went ahead and said they would like to express gratitude to Sempiji for his tireless efforts and services during the time we have been together, and wish him the best in his future endeavors of coaching in there. So now from Lugazi, they already sacked in their coach. For the meantime, his assistant, there is Madame Oliver Mbekeika, will take charge of the boys of the team on interim basis, with an imminent announcement of a permanent in there is the near future for there is Lugazi Football Club. Coach Mbekeika Oliver now takes charge of the team. The club will be making no further comment until such time when, of course, the new head coach will be appointed. That is when we shall also be receiving another official statement from Lugazi in the announcement or the unveiling of there is their new coach. Lugazi's next game is an away trip to Hans Stadium, Nachivuo, where 7-time championship Express Football Club will be playing. There is they will be hosting there is Lugazi. Sempiji is officially second coach in the Premier League so far, for far to lose his job after Richard Malinga, who voluntarily resigned at Mbale Heroes, citing interference in his work in there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bosses are not joking around, man. You don't bring in results, there is an agreement. We agree that I'm going to pay you. I'm going to give you all the monies you want for bringing in players, but you will pay back. Your term of agreement is good results. Lugazi, 5 games, 2 points. Those are 2 draws, meaning 3 defeats picked in a row. Man, that is quite hard, yeah? It's quite tough. And but why don't we also learn from our international friends? We've seen certain clubs internationally picking in defeats in a row, but the coaches remain. The coaches even have confidence of not going anywhere. Hey, why don't we learn from that? But for us Ugandans, Africans, you don't bring results, you're packing your bag and going. They bring another, and you don't bring results, you're packing your bags and leaving. Man, people here don't want nonsense, yeah? Just like I had said, the UPL, of course, is taking shape, and we, of course, did see a couple of games going in. And, of course, NEC stands to play. There is the Lozira-based side, Maroons Football Club, today, Friday, 18th October 2024, at MTN Omondi Stadium at 4 p.m., a few minutes to that very game. After suffering a setback against the Express before there is the international break, NEC will hope that they will be hoping that the blip when they face Maroons at Lugogo, NEC will be hoping that they can get back to there is their winning ways. Remember, NEC Football Club, by the way, started on a very good notice. They even went and beat there is the Royals. I'm talking about Chitara Football Club in Buimba Stadium in Masindi, in the Royals Park in there. The Bugolobi-based side go into the game just a point off the summit, and with KCCA not in action until after 24 hours, Hussein Mbalagu's men will move top. with a victory after beating there is Maroons Football Club, the Zero best side, after the 90 minutes of 4 p.m. in there. And he says, we are like beaten snakes at the moment, says Mbalango. We face one of the very good sides in the league, but we want to react after defeat at Express. That is Mbalago, who, of course, who said that to Whistle Time Desk when he was contacted ahead of their clash with there is a Maroons Football Club. And against Express, Mbalago also went ahead and said, we started slow, and those are some of the mistakes we have rectified coming into the game, and hopefully we shall win and go past Maroons Football Club at the end of the 90 minutes from 4 p.m. Ibrahim Tembo, Amir Kakoma and Joseph Nata are still out for the NEC Football Club side, but good news is the return of Paul Muchurezi and Alan Mugalu, who are fully fit again to, of course, resume in and take the play ahead of the game with Maroons. Maroons will, of course, hope to build on their first win of the season at home to there is Lugazi Kistats. Maroons, of course, were beaten home and away last season by NEC. I'm giving you head-to-head stats between the two. They've ever met. They did meet last season, and Maroons Football Club did suffer a defeat, both home and away. And in other fixtures that, of course, will be going down today, there is the Uganda Premier League. We shall be seeing the tax collectors. There is a URA taking on Bulla Football Club. This game will be at Nachivubo under floodlights at 7 p.m. And then we shall be seeing Mbarara City taking on Chitara at Akacheka 4 p.m. And then a Soccer Club Villa takes on Soltilo Bright Stars at 1 Kilikuku. This game will be at 4 p.m. What are some of your predictions ahead of this very tough-looking encounter or clash in there? And of course, those are going to be a very tough games. And remember, yesterday also we did have a couple of games that did go down on. There is the scoreboard of the Uganda Premier League in there, and Villa also will be looking at going past in today's clash. There is at Mutesa 2 Stadium, 1 Kilikuku 4 p.m. Soccer Club Villa are, of course, back home with the game against Soltilo Bright Stars, in which they seek to return back to winning ways after defeat at Vipers before the international break. And remember, just a reminder that Soccer Club Villa are the reigning champions currently for there is a Uganda Premier League season 2023-2024. Are we going to see them retaining that position? It's a little bit hard, by the way, something I really don't want to discuss. The reigning champions are aware that nothing but a maximum points will give them better chances of defending their title. However, they expect nothing short of resistance from a desperate Soltilo Bright Stars, who are yet to get off of the mark. The visitors managed, there is by ex-Villa player Joseph Mutiaba, are on 2 points and must start collecting points to avoid early relegation fears and also avoid the fears of sinking into mathematics. You get a time where now you reach and you say, now, this one here, if this team loses and the other one draws, and then we win this one, we shall have... Villa want to avoid that. It remains to be seen whether Moli Bwekwaso will give chance to South Sudan international Francis Onekalit to lead the lineup again, or go with Charles Luanga, who has been with the team since the league broke off nearly 2 weeks ago. Hakima Chuanuka and Jonah Kakande will be very pivotal in the hosts' attacking line, while the visitors will look to there is their skipper Nelson Tenkantuka for inspiration. Last season is 2 encounters ended in 1-1 draw stalemate, home and away. And then another key stat, or in the previous says, there have been 22 Premier League meetings in history, with Villa winning 11 times and Bull of course losing 3 and drawing 8 times. And then Bright Stars also have won their Bright Stars have won just once in their previous 10 league encounters with there is Villa, and they are winless in their previous 16 league outings with 5 defeats and 11 draws are in there. These are statistics of the both clubs. And then Soccer Club Villa have only lost one of their previous 11 home matches. They've won 8, and then they drew 2. And then just like I had said in other fixtures today, NEC will be taking on Marines, Lugogo 4 p.m. Mbarara hosts Chitara 4 p.m. at Kacheka. URA takes on Bull. Nachi Vubo Ham Stadium 7 p.m. Definitely under a floodlights in there. And I want us to also cross into there is the camp of Chitara and look at how prepared they are, because they are very desperate after losing in 2, I think, in a row. Yeah, Chitara has been winless in the previous 4 Premier League meetings with there is Mbarara City. Are we going to see them turning in the tables this time around? I don't know. Today at Kacheka Stadium 4 p.m. With 3 losses on the bounce, Chitara Football Club can't afford to slip up with when they visit Mbarara City today. Of course, if they are to achieve their target of competing for there is the title chase this very season. Defeats at home to NEC Football Club and Police, as well as away to KCCA Football Club, have left the Royals just 1 point above relegation zone, and 7 adrift over there is the leaders KCCA. Of course, today it's a Vipers, yeah, with just 4 matches played. Just like I had said, the UPL is taking shape, the table is taking shape. We shall be also looking with you how the table looks like. Brian Senyondo, who of course faces former bosses at Kacheka, has stretched off being under pressure, but defeat at Mbarara could see his bosses lose patience, of course, with him, because he is not delivering results, and definitely he would be asked the questions. I don't know if he will also be following in the footsteps of Sempiji, who already has been shown the exit doors from there is Legacy Football Club in there. He will hope his star forwards Dennis Omedi and Jude Semogabi return from national duty in good form. Of course, these lads are going to represent Team Uganda in South Sudan, and they did represent us all by beating South Sudan side 2 goals. Yay. The visitors miss Benjamin Nyakojo and Rogers Mugisha, but they have been, of course, adrift by the return of Jasper Ahebwa and Ramadan Didu, who could face former bosses. Mbarara City, managed by Livingston Mbabazi, are in confident mood after snatching victory over Bull Football Club, and a draw away to there is the tax collectors. I am talking about there is URA with 5 points, only 2 separate them from Chitara, and defeat will see them being overtaken there is by the Royals. And in some of the previous seasons, Mbarara City is unbeaten at home since losing to NEC on the first day of last season. They have won 6 and drawn 9. Chitara is winless in there is the previous 4 Premier League meetings, with Mbarara City losing 1 and drawing 3. So another tough encounter. Chitara is wounded. They are looking into returning after picking in 4 losses in a row, and that is very tough. That, of course, now puts the table, I mean the chair on which the boss sits on, very shaky. And this very game, by the wood, I think for me, it's going to also be a determinant. This game is going to be a determinant to see whether he gets back his job, or he is following the footsteps of the other colleague that left this morning after, of course, drawing yesterday with Mbale Heroes at Mabira Forest. And remember, Vipers had their game yesterday, and they did go on top of the table because they won that very game, with Alan Okello registering his name on there is the score sheet. Vipers go top with win over Wachiso Giants, the Purple Sharks. Vipers Soccer Club moved there is a joint top of the Uganda Premier League table after overcoming Wachiso Giants Football Club. That was yesterday. In the game played at the Kabaka Chavagu Stadium, the Venoms scored a goal in either half to secure maximum points in there. Alan Okello, fresh from helping Uganda Cranes to earn a double over South Sudan in the AFCON 2025 qualifiers, tucked home the opener in the 34th minute from the spot, while skipper Milton Karisa doubled the advantage for the visitors later on. The game came at the time when Viper Soccer Club reportedly parted ways with coach Nikola Kavazovic, although the club is yet to issue any official communication to that effect of parting ways, of course, with the head coach. It should be noted that the Serbian tactician also missed the game against Express shortly before the international break. John Ayala Luinda, who recently came on board as the interim assistant basis coach, has been in charge of the two games, and in yesterday's games he maintained the same team that started, of course, against Express Football Club nearly 2 weeks ago. Okello fired the Venoms in front with a well-taken penalty after goalkeeper James Alito had fouled Karisa in the box in there. Karisa too got into the scoreboard in the 64th minute, capitalizing on a failure by defender Ambrose Arinda. Failed to clear the ball away, and we did see Karisa taking in that very chance to take the ball behind of the net to, of course, give in that win and a lead for his side. Vipers. Okello started the attack on the right, and his cutback pass was intercepted by Arinda, only to gift the ball to Yuna Sentamu, who, of course, teed up Karisa to drill that game or that ball home. A victory takes Vipers joint top on the table with 10 points, the same points as KCF Football Club, who played UPDF on Saturday. Wachiso Giants Football Club, on the other hand, remain 8th on 7 points from there is 5 points. Just like I had said, we shall be looking at, of course, we shall be looking at the table standings of there is UPL in there. UPL table standings is taking shape, just like I had said, with, of course, a couple of games going down match day 4. 4 games that definitely have gone down in there. Now, sitting in position number 1, we have Vipers, of course, with 10 points. In position number 2, we have a KCCA with also 10 points, and then 9 points. We have a NEC Football Club that sits in position number 3, and then position number 4 has Express with 8 points, and then 7 points. In position number 5, we have a UPDF, and then in position number 6, there is the Uganda Premier League table standings season 2024-2025. In position number 7, we have Police with 7 points, and then position number 8 has Wachiso Giants with also 7 points, and then position number 9 has a Soccer Club Villa with 6 points, and then Barara sits in position number 10 with, of course, 5 points, and then at 5 points also we have the Luzira best side in position number 11. I'm talking about Maroons, and then of course, Mbale Heroes sits in position number 12 with 4 points, and then Chitara sits in position number 13 with 3 points, and then Bright Stars, Saltilo Bright Stars sits in position number 14 with 2 points, and then on 2 points again we have position number 15 Bull, and then lastly on that very table we see Lugazi with, of course, also 2 points. That is a very thing that, of course, costed in their coach in there. We're sliding off for a very short commercial break. Don't touch that remote. We shall be returning shortly. Just
no, of course, one thing what is beating my understanding is now figuring out to which part of Walu is she coming from. Because she's singing alone.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I know, we have the Zombo, we have the most beautiful ladies coming from Zombo area. So I was figuring out whether she's from Zombo, from Kwachi,
But again,
Kabere, where.
So you were surprised?
Not getting surprised. Why? She looks hot.
Mosh.
Yes.
You have started.
No.
All right, thank you so much, Shami Queen, for the brief, that is a biography about who you are and when you said your music career and all that. But how has been the journey, you know? But before telling us how the journey has been, before joining the industry, what inspired you into the industry, joining the music industry?
To be honest, like something to inspire me. No, it was just my dream since childhood. Yeah. Yeah.
So you love doing music, you love singing.
I just love it as me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you find yourself that you love doing music, you love singing, so how has been the journey? You know, being a lady, how has been the journey? Because mostly you find most of the female artists always have a lot of challenges that they go through being in the industry. So how has the journey been to you?
Yeah, the journey wasn't so bad, but it's like, yeah, in everything there are challenges. Yeah.
That is maybe,
yeah,
you can at least tell us. Maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Like me, how I based in Masindi, promotion was really so hard to reach this side of West Nile. Yeah. Promotion and yeah, like, you know, as a girl at my age, financially it wasn't, you know.
But even didn't tell us how old are you? Let me even start. How old are you?
She's older now.
I'm
You're old enough, eh?
yeah.
You're joking. Plus we have hyenas here in Arua. We have hyenas in Arua. If you don't tell us, so how do we save you?
The thing is, this is what I want to find out from you. And of course, Shami Queen, you are an artist based in Masini, right?
Yeah.
Why have you decided to name yourself Queen of West Nile?
Queen of West Nile.
Why?
I think you're not supposed to ask that question. Just look at me.
Okay.
Again.
So the Queen, Queen G calls herself Queen of West Nile.
Jackie
Chandiru, Queen of West Nile. Now you, Shami Queen of West Nile.
Yeah.
And what makes, let me say, what makes a queen?
But one thing, let me interject.
Now what's what you said?
Let me say something.
You will say something, but
I want have many queens, but we have one king.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I can be a king and I marry all of you. I can marry Shami, I can marry Liz, Honey, I can marry all of you, become a queen.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? She's a queen, that is the queen, that is the queen, it's okay.
But
if you're a king, like our king, when I say a king, you know, very well know that we only have one king in okay, I don't know, but I believe that
so let me just make it simple as simple as this. So now we have 3 queens already in West Nile.
Yes.
Now who do you think? Who is the king? Are you the king?
The king, not the king.
No, this we are talking about musically. Yeah, the music queens. We have 3 queens in West Nile. So now, amongst the 3 queens in West Nile, where do you belong? The top 3, where do you belong? Like 1, 2, 3. Where do you put yourself?
No, I'm my own queen as me.
In your own territory.
Your own queen in your own territory.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what we want to know. But anyway, Shami Queen, maybe I want to get to know something from you. You said your music journey in 2022 November.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under management?
No, really.
You're not under management.
Yeah.
So
She's her own boss.
like your own boss. Where do you get the money to finance with your videos and all that? Because you know, with music, it needs
A lot of finance.
Yeah.
Now you have videos. This someone who has just joined industry in 2022, and you have already 3 videos, right? Four. You see, already 4 videos.
We have artists who have been here for more than 5 years.
20 years.
I can give you the examples.
Don't give example.
Okay.
No, so, because I'm asking you this because I want to know, how do you finance it? Because you say you're not under any management. How do you make it? Like, do you have another business side that you're doing?
Yeah. I have.
Which business
I
do you
can
do?
guess that.
I have a boutique.
A boutique.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see.
That's
Okay.
why we have a boutique in Masindi.
Yes.
Of course.
That's the boutique is the one financing all your music. You know,
Both.
both.
Yeah.
So now, Shami Queen, how have you managed to survive from some of the hyenas? You know, you understand. You know, when they see a beautiful lady like you know, talented, there's a way they come in. You know, there's a way they come, and I know that. Listen,
you have brought this question back.
listen.
Let me say something.
First listen, Moses. Why are you interrupting? So now you see, we have so many hyenas around, yeah? Who are who look up to, you know, people like you. Like, you know, someone who comes on board, you know, doing good music, you know, you're beautiful, everything about you, the queen of yourself, you know, you have your own business. And of course, there are so many guys who would want, you know, to come around. So how have you been surviving those hyenas? And of course, not only in Masindi, we have them everywhere. And of course, you're a public figure. How have you managed to survive from those hyenas?
I have managed. Because like you, I can't tell you, but she knows how
Of
I do
course,
it.
one thing.
No, you have to tell us. Because I need to know.
No, actually.
When someone is a king,
Moj,
there's already a king.
Moj,
How many tell us about
Moj,
the king?
I
Who
need
is
to
the
know.
king? Let's know about the king.
Let me tell you.
There's a
this.
king, I know. There's a king, eh?
Moj, she's a queen without a king.
How? Let us first get to know. Do you have the king?
I have my palace, but I don't have a king yet.
There's
I'm
no
not-
king yet.
I'm not looking for the king yet.
Now,
So you
how
got your
do-
answer.
How do you become a king?
The
Oh,
queen,
yeah.
yeah, the king. Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
princess.
yeah.
Because there must be a king.
I'm a queen.
Then where's the king?
No.
There in Masindi.
Moj,
Not there, Mosh. I just. But anyway, Shamike, tell us something new. What is your plan? Yeah. What is your plan after this? Because I believe that you are cooking something. There's something you are planning to have after these songs that you have been releasing and all that. What is your new plan as the year is coming to an end?
Yeah, like this year,
Mm.
I have a new audio and video dropping soon. It's called Vimba.
Vimba.
Yeah.
So,
From the same producer?
Yes, it's.
why are you working with him only, Rams? Because I'm almost seeing that most of your songs is done by him. Why?
It's not him only, but with time you'll see others too coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
just a
But,
matter of time.
Yeah.
But right now you prefer working with him.
Yeah.
My question here is, how didn't you find it hard because Rams stays in the West Nile
Mm.
and you are staying in Munyoro? Yeah,
Masindi.
Coming from that side to the studio, do you always facilitate him to go and do the music that side, or you come
Sometimes.
inside? You come inside.
Sometimes it goes the side, sometimes I come this side.
I think this lady is a boss lady. Eh?
Not really, but something quality. You
A
get.
boss lady, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
It is good.
Because even to see our artists here also, at times it's very hard for them. Eh?
Anyway, my brother was here was asking a question that you maybe did not get it right, but I still want to ask the same question in the other version where we have been having ladies in Kampala, especially in Kampala. Let me say Kampala because Kampala is the capital city.
Yeah.
Ladies have been having challenges of promoting their music.
Mm.
Either you have the cash or they use you. Let me put it like that.
Mm.
Especially they have been complaining that sometimes you find it is the producers,
Mm.
it is
The
the DJs,
presenters.
Mm.
sometimes the presenters.
Mm.
So if you don't have the money, then there's a way how you pay back. So I don't know. How have you faced that challenges, and what do you say?
Yes.
What can you say about it to a person who is a viewer who is watching that who is interested in to come into music?
Yeah, like in music, as a lady, you're gonna pass through a lot.
Mm.
Most of my things will. You may, like me here, let me tell you, by the time I just joined the music, just back from school, and had less money by that time. There's a producer whom I'm not going to mention the name out. I paid my money
Mm.
as a girl child, almost like 200,000
Mm.
for a song, but he didn't do it.
It was
So
something.
what was his aim?
If no,
No go down, no.
no,
go down.
yeah.
So,
So
So
no
you went
goes
down.
on.
I just love the money.
So you
And
went
when
down.
I paid the money. If you fail to burn down, that means I won't give you your song.
So he wanted
so you had to leave the song there in the studio.
Yes, I left it up to now.
It is still there in the studio.
Yes.
So he wanted you to pay double.
I don't know.
I think Fali's outside here. You know, these are challenges some of the our female artists. That's why some of them even end up not doing music.
Yeah.
Especially, I know in the entire West now we have lost so many artists, and others have come back. I think one of them have come back.
They are coming back after.
So it is a sad story if you have that aim because you want to promote, you get attracted to a female artist, but your aim is just to not to help her, but you
want to help her with everything.
No, of course it depends. This is a mutual understanding. Get what I'm saying? But the thing is, let us not take advantage
Of the ladies.
of being a media personnel, because she will feel that she needs you to help her. Then you use that position that you are holding within some, because it's not your work.
Yeah,
You're working for someone. So use their position to, I don't know how to put it, but I think you have got it. It's very wrong. To me, it's very wrong. Let's try to be professional in whatever thing we are doing.
Yeah, and of course, being professional is also one of the things. Shami Queen, and the career of a page don't go down the pass. Many of the young anything. I'm like a page. Shami Queen. Inside me, Bunyoro. Now, I didn't know some Bunyo Chopita, Mamma in Charishami Queen, Piano, and you are drawing Bunyoro, yeah? And you have drawn what your radio station, the lake, Bunyoro, and you remember where we delay. In tell ikindu challenge like ngama ini pale ni uchope ubetelo kukitoa kutisha.
No one.
Ombe. Parity Shami Queen candidate.
It's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
But again, one thing that you are singing in alone.
Yeah.
We have Joanita there.
No. That Joanita stays in Munyo.
She stays in Masini.
You know Joanita?
I know her.
Okay, fine. Now, Joanita, for her, she's comfortable.
Yes.
You know, are you so comfortable?
Very.
But you didn't tell us the king.
What is your problem, boss?
Of course I know. Joanita, you know what it means. When she came here,
She told you openly.
Georgia came with the entire family.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe she also came with the entire family. You never know. But I know that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching Western Television. And that is Shami Queen for you, for those ones who will be wondering who she is. And at least briefly, she told us who she is and how long she has stayed in the music industry and how she has been pushing it with it. But of course, it still goes back to the girl child who's doing music for the female artists there. At times, we don't need to depend only on music. We need to have another side work, you know. At least she has challenged us by the way.
passion.
She has also challenged some of the female artists out.
But you can imagine, as young as she is,
she's
owns
having
a
a boutique. Yes.
She finances her music and the video at the same time.
She has no manager.
She has no manager, and she's not ready for those hyenas. She's just contented.
Yes.
That's
With whatever
good.
she's doing, which is so amazing. We shall just keep on
But
saying,
what do you mean by
keep on.
Hyenas.
Keep on pushing, yeah. Keep on pushing. We believe that you can do something. Maybe
Yeah,
just
Sammy,
something.
there's one thing that I want to know. Do you live with your parents in Masindi or your parents are in the Guru sub-region?
No, I live with my parents.
They are fine with you doing music.
They are Lulus,
Yes.
but they are living in Masindi.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which part of Aluru? Which part of Aluru you come from?
From Zoom.
See?
So which means I was guessing right there.
So all the Zumbu ladies were beautiful.
So the beauty in West Nile comes from
From
Zumbu.
Zumbu.
And the food basket in West Nile is Zumbu. So meaning, I think...
I don't want to go there. It is sad one. You are it is sad one.
Yeah, the truth, by the truth, you know, it's good to speak up your mind, you understand? I'm entitled to my opinion.
Yes.
I'm telling you, West Nile, when it comes to West Nile, the beauty comes from Zumbu.
Secondly.
Yeah? Beauty comes from Zumbu. You know, where there's food,
I want to jump in.
listen, where there's food, there's always beauty.
Okay.
You understand? Because the beauty moves with food. Trust me. When you don't eat well, don't expect to look that amazing. You understand?
But
look at Shami Queen.
But right now the beauty is in Medi.
Who told you? She said it's Zumbu and you're telling
Everyone
me
who is doing well in the village comes to the town.
to the town.
Yeah.
The
So
village
now
town.
there's Paida. There is Paida.
Paida.
But let me tell you something. Paida is more developed when it comes to this than maybe. Me, I'm telling you.
Sad. Let's go.
All right, we're jumping around. That is 14 minutes to the top of the hour. But I just want us to like have the last words because we're time we're going to be having that is news by the top of the hour. Maybe Shamike, your last word where we can get your music. I love if you could do it in a local language. Yeah. You do it in a local language. You tell us where we can get your music. Maybe your remarks to your fans out there. Maybe you feel like you want to greet 2 to 3 people. It's well and fine.
But before that, I've not asked you one question. You did not give that. The question is, since you started doing your music in 2022 November, have you stepped on stage? Like, is your music bringing for you money, or you are still investing?
No, really.
That's a very important question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you started receiving cash, or you are you are still
started.
spending, just investing? You have started getting money.
Yeah.
People hire
200,000.
for a show.
Not 200.
How
Okay.
much do they pay you if you come and hand once?
That is their own.
That is
Yes.
That
For
is-
someone who's ready, gonna get my contact for the business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you talk business.
Yeah.
So now where can we get your music and you know and you?
For everyone who wants to get my music, you can go in like any store where they can download music. Let me say YouTube, or let me say like Western Expos and many others.
Okay.
Yeah.
The name remains Shami Queen.
Shami Queen official.
Okay,
Yeah.
official.
Yeah.
Maybe you can put it in local language for your fan out there.
Mingat mo kene kene umetuno wangu weri para idramin wange YouTube nyo Western Expos kamoku kene kene maju downloading weri itino wangu weri para ku videos o nyingne donga su Shami Queen official.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything
Add
for them?
something
Me
in local language.
And of course, chama bwachi wenu bernyako enko kome jidongo nige Shami Queen nya zumbu besti kabiru parimanda beberu kakane beri masindi. Chama wachi no mit kamir kanyange kome wer para enu chaku tunya nedi pieni nge ukainenu mut watie kulembe duoma nyirengi benwa pe kutima le sani nenya umie ugine jumati radio juma producing video producer ginonge gimiru giting advantage banyirengi magikela gitiku giyor mukende mukoch mugamen wagrenia lembeni gi kawa we kulembeni onone we mamwa mingomba lu kumingomba lu kenengo mingomba west na northern Uganda be chika dongo do ni dan cheke cheke mutio kuje ne tinyi nyira ini nyako mimi di venturing into music ngile mukeli music kani bini plempa music bini lempa music kani bini nyile mukene dogino ngenia music pene dongi be yiteri ngo kakamo ko donc erike ana bwati kule para mamila jiki atwalo mot para dan cheke cheke mbele nyako Shami Queen ai kulima sindi angeo ni utieka chwake. Me, I have nothing to say. From me to the people out there, I really appreciate them so much. And of course, some of the people, when I was coming, they were like, they are going to sit on their screen. They want to see this girl, you know. They really want to, you know, to witness this girl talking. You understand?
Okay.
They always, you know, dance to her songs, but they want to see her. You know?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. That is
What
MC Search. DJ Mosh, maybe your last
Yeah,
words.
of course I want to thank all the viewers for watching Western TV. I want to big up to my fans in Navy, big up to my fans where I'm going tonight. I'm going to be in Koboko. Yes, of course, Koboko, real people in Koboko, they are really lovely. People in Navy, they are really lovely. I think next week I'm going to be in Navy. Today I'm going to Koboko. I want to tell you guys, there's only one place where you have to. If you miss today, you will wait for the other coming Friday.
All right.
So, that's my word. Have a blessing weekend.
Okay, thank you so much, the entire team. I want to say that thank you so much. Gonna be catching us at still next week for the Monday edition. But from me to you, please have a blessed weekend. And Shami K, thank you so Shami Queen. I'm so much into Shami K. Shami Queen, thank you so much for coming around. We believe it's not gonna be the last time. We shall receive you again. The second time that you will be coming here.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wherever you're going, send our regards.
All right.
Okay, from us to you. See you till next week.
Queen of the West Nile. Shami Queen. Hana mitungo nonsense. Toka, toka, toka. Hana mitungo love scam. Toka, toka, toka. Hana mitungo nonsense. Sakata. Kichima chima here, he's the father. Work again, the replacement better than neither. Boy again and give me work with you so complicated. We boy carry me bedu pala. Makana wetu nangi kwa kalakas. Kawoni ni anong ifata fata. Wende kwa niya intia mubanda. Hana mitungo nonsense. Toka. Hana mitungo love scam. Toka. Hana mitungo nonsense. Toka. Hana mitungo love scam.
A warm welcome, viewers, to the Nowcast on Yon West Nile Television. Moving on with our stories this evening, Pakwach District NRM leaders have raised concerns over the injustices of the enforcement of fisheries laws by the Fisheries Protection Unit, alleging that the Fisheries Protection Unit operations are marred by rampant corruption and extortion of money from the locals. Alfred Jawok reports.
Pakwach District NRM leaders have raised alarm over injustices in the enforcement of fisheries laws by the Fisheries Protection Unit, FPU. They allege that FPU operations are marred by rampant corruption and extortion of money from locals. These concerns were raised during a meeting with Mary Seninde, Director NRM Mobilization, held on Thursday, 17th October at Pakwach Town Council Hall, Pakwach District. Honorable Omito Robertstein, Pakwach District chairperson, stated that FPU officers are extensively collecting hefty sums of money from fishermen. He demanded the unconditional release of confiscated boats and the release of locals who were obtained. Honorable Omito Robertstein called upon the government to review the laws to ease operations on the lakes.
There are some fish species here that the 11-inch we are talking about, they cannot grow to reach 11-inch. And then we cannot fault these soldiers, we can fault the framers of the law who read about fish and water plus the fishing gears without practical experience.
Honorable Avurjan Pachoto, the Pakwach District Woman Member of Parliament, also denounced the vices, revealing that individuals are forced to pay approximately 600,000 Ugandan shillings to FP officers to regain their freedom and fishing equipment after confiscations. This, the legislator emphasized, was compelling people to sell their land to meet these exorbitant costs.
So our coming is very timely, and also to address the issue of the fishing policy, that our people need to own it, the law that has been passed. But again, there are gaps there that the people need to air out so that measures, interventions can be put in place to support the fishing communities, not only in Pakwach but all over Uganda.
Meanwhile, Major Joseph Cherop, who represented the Commander of Fisheries Protection Unit, asserted that there was a notable lack of adherence to the law by law enforcement officers. He therefore advocated for increased awareness campaigns targeting both Fisheries Protection Unit officers and local communities.
Our mandate is to fight illegal fishing in the water. And what is illegal fishing? Illegal fishing is described by the Fisheries and Aquaculture Act and other fisheries fishing relevant laws, which is the Fishing Rules 2010 and the regulations of 2002. The Fisheries and Aquaculture Act specifies what illegal fishing is.
Honorable Mary Seninde assured the people of Pakwach that she will present these concerns to his boss for consideration, but she appealed to the fishermen to use the legal fishing gears to avoid arrest on the lakes.
And your livelihood is based specifically on fishing, or mostly on fishing. Now when you have challenges on where you get your livelihood, then of course as a country, as leaders, we must be concerned. Because at the end of the day, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's effort has been geared towards socio-economic transformation of the people of Uganda.
Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
More in our stories this evening, the Minister for Relief, Disaster Preparedness and Refugee in Uganda, Engineer Hilary Onek, has called upon engineers, technologists and scientists to take up the leadership positions in the country to stir up the country along the factual direction other than imaginary differences being created by politicians, making the country lose its core goal of achieving the socio-economic transformation Uganda has been dreaming of since independence in 1962. Take a look.
According to Engineer Ilarunek, most of government programs are currently not succeeding because those at the front seat in the decision-making bodies in Uganda is full of politicians without practical knowledge on what they are deciding on.
So when you get here, you have a corridor. You either take this other side or take this other side, or if you are going to, if you're moving vertically, you take a lift.
After serving Ugandans as an engineer as well as politician for many years, the Minister of State for Relief, Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Engineer Ilarunek, told members of Uganda Institute for Professional Engineers to join politics to foster psycho-economic transformations of Uganda as a country.
Engineers have to be in leadership of this country. Otherwise, engineers or scientists for that matter, so that we steer the country along factual direction, other than imaginary differences created by politicians, and therefore we are losing direction towards positive economic development.
According to UNEC, in Uganda today, most of the political positions is occupied by job seekers, which is affecting the quality of service delivery in the country. But with technical people at the forefront, Ugandans will appreciate.
That's in my view, we get more scientific scientists into politics so that they assist in straightening the thinking of our people to be factual, to be based on facts and reality of things. Otherwise, the players today are dominated by people who don't have clear direction. They just look, they've joined there to get a job, but without any clear direction where to steer the country.
With this call, many engineers believe that 2031 politics must be dominated by engineers and scientists.
We need to participate in all the spaces of life. Yes, much as we do a lot in our design, in our supervision and so on, we also need to take part in leadership. Because, believe me or you, a lot of decisions are made where some of us, we don't see it.
Engineer Bongomian Charles encouraged his colleague never to feel inferior before anybody, including the president, but speak the truth to save Uganda from the current politics which is anti-development.
In most cases, we are not at the forefront in planning. You may make your proposal but because you are not in there, in the system, they may not accept your proposal, or you may be underfunded.
Ameto Carlin, biosystem engineer students at Gulu University, urges President to at least consider area of expertise when appointing his ministers to help mitigate some of the losses of lives and government resources due to poor decisions being made by those job seekers.
Say the Minister for Disaster Preparedness, we may look at that as areas where engineers can't perform, or maybe areas where engineers cannot do much at all. But let's look at the disaster, and you're preparing for a disaster. So you cannot tell me you're preparing for a disaster with someone maybe who has studied social works. What disaster is she going to prepare for? Now, the rubbish, the worst thing that happened in Kampala, it's unfortunate that rubbish kind of collapsed on people there and all that. If the minister was really prepared for that disaster, it wouldn't have happened like that.
Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And more in our stories, Uganda has confirmed 108 mpox cases across the 16 districts, prompting the collaboration response with the World Health Organization, the Ministry of Uganda, the Ministry of Health, and other partners to contain the outbreak. Take a look.
Uganda has confirmed 108 mpox cases across 16 districts, prompting a collaborative response with the World Health Organization, the Ministry of Health Uganda and partners to contain the outbreak. The Contingency Fund for Emergencies has been utilized to enhance coordination, surveillance, case management, laboratory capacity and community engagement in affected areas. The key districts such as Kampala, Wakiso and Luwero have seen higher case numbers, and response teams are actively involved in improving case identification and contact tracing. The Ministry of Health has emphasized preventive measures, urging citizens to avoid direct contact with infected individuals, practice good hygiene, and seek medical attention if symptoms like fever, rash, or swollen lips nodes arise. Vaccination efforts targeting high-risk groups, including healthcare workers, are underway to curb transmission. World Health Organization support includes reinforcing laboratory networks to ensure prompt diagnosis. World Health Organization's support includes reinforcing laboratory networks to ensure prompt diagnostics and effective management of cases, aiming to mitigate the outbreak's impact. The situation in Uganda also highlights regional concerns as mpox cases have surfaced in neighboring countries. World Health Organization is collaborating with East African governments to strengthen regional health security frameworks and prepare for potential cross-border transmissions. The organization's commitment, backed by the Contingency Fund for Emergencies, aims to prevent the outbreak from escalating further and to protect public health across the region. Mercy Draru, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
The long-awaited domestic leagues both in the country and also abroad are back. I mean, weekend is already on your way. I can confirm to you tomorrow and on Sunday, English Premier League is bouncing back, German Bundesliga, French League One, I should say, all the European leagues across, they are bouncing back. Sometimes Uganda Premier League is also continuing, FIFA Big Leagues also continuing. Before I give you any of the highlights of what is happening national or international, I can confirm to you the Greater Arua University Games final climax today with Muni University emerging as the champions of men's football. That's after finishing with 11 points. Their final game was actually today, this evening, whereby they managed to beat a side in the names of Bugema University by 2-1. Out of the 5 games they have played, they have won 3 of them, drawing 2. They finished with the same number of points with Makerere University Business School in South as moves, all with 11 points. But Moon managed to finish ahead of moves just because of goal difference, because moves, they had goal difference of 4. Meanwhile, for Moon University, they had goal difference of 5. All of them finished with 11 points. That means, in summary, Moon University are the champions. Second is moves. Third, of course, is Uganda Christian University. It follows. And also in netball, I can also confirm to you, Uganda Christian University, whereas in South as UCU, they have managed to defend the netball trophy. They won last season, emerging as the champions, and the runners-up are moves. Meanwhile, in volleyball, Muni, they are also the champions. That means, in summary, Muni, they have dominated most of the things. So many things we are awarded, but I want to confirm to you much details about what transpired ever since the commencement of the tournament on Sunday will be on your way. Come tomorrow, that's Saturday. And also FIFA Big Leagues bouncing back on Sunday with Unduparaka set to entertain a team in the names of Maida. You can call them Malaba Youth Development Association. They are set to host this game here in Arua City at Aba Betulai Stadium on Sunday, and the kickoff time will be 4 p.m. East African time, and it's going to be their 3rd game of the season. The first one was a draw in a West Nile derby up against Spider Black Angels. After that, they went away to Buimba. They were beaten by 2-0. It's going to be their 2nd consecutive game up against one of the newly promoted sides into Bet Power FUFA Big League. And also Calvary, they are set to host Das Buimba, the side that beat Ondoparaka away by 2-0. Calvary at Midigo Calvary playing ground, they are set to host Buimba, and the side called Paida Black Angels, they will also be hosting a game at Barokoro Stadium, plus the other games that are set to be played. What about in Europe? As I had said earlier on, I need to confirm to you the biggest encounter in English Premier League will be bouncing on your way on Sunday, with Liverpool set to entertain Chelsea at Anfield. Meanwhile, for Arsenal, they are having a date with Bournemouth. For Manchester United, they are set to lock horns with Brentford. Much of the details about these games will be coming on your way come tomorrow. Have the best of your weekend. It starts today, and tomorrow still I will be in the studios here to give you what has already happened and what continues to happen. As I had said earlier on, much of the details of how things transpired in Greater Arua University Games will be coming on your way come tomorrow.
Thank you, Rako Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. Viewers, we've come to the